Chamberlain, good evening. Sound check. Tony. I'm using a different mic today, and I'm just testing some sound things. Thice, I was talking with Thice earlier today. He's all, bro, one of your streams sounded really like shit. What happened? So I set the mic back a bit. So if you guys have any sound issues, let me know, and I'll fix it right from the get-go. But we're going to talk about Michelle and Kathleen continuing to violate their fucking bond, even though the judge has said no contact. No contact. So I don't know what they don't get about no contact. I'm really trying to figure that out. Hey, Thice, how's it sound, bro? How's it sound, Thice? Brother Thice in the heezy. I can switch it real quick if I need to. Hey, Jesse, how you doing today? Okay, cool. Let me back the mic up a little bit. Yeah, see, Thice, this is the mic I'm using now. See? That's the type of mic I'm using. It's a shotgun mic. So let me set that back a little bit. I think these mics are really made for like a little bit of distance because the way the mic is oriented inside the fucking filter and shit. Hey, Michael H. Long, how you doing today? Hallelujah, brothers. Brothers in Christ. Brothers and sisters in Christ. Yeah, dude, it's a nice little mic, bro. Yeah. Yo, Marlon Jones, hope you're doing good, bro. We'll get the stream built up here. Bernice, hello. We'll go for about an hour today or so. And we're going to talk about Big Mike and Kathleen. Violate and bond. Hey, say it ain't so, Soups. Now, I have it on good authority that Michelle is continuing to violate her bond. Not only that, but Michelle is using burner phones, or burner numbers for sure. Hey, Cat Mom, how you doing? Good to see you, mother of all pussies. Meow. Good to see you, Cat Mom. Rachel Bone, Kim Chamberlain, what up? How we doing today? Yeah, so, yeah, burner numbers, burner phones, that's for sure. And Jesse, I know as a fucking fact, Michelle has been contacting people that aren't on her approved list and trying to circumvent the process once again. Even prior to Josh getting busted, and even now, Michelle's going to continue to violate her bond. Now, here's the thing a few of us have been noticing. Me, Uncle Jake, some of us off channel. How is Kathleen and her daughters still able to visit the cult, right? But Josh can't, Michelle's son can't, right? Y'all see you guys see the difference here? Hey, what's up, Aaron? Also good to see you, brother. It's... And I'm trying to put this into like how we can understand it. Maybe how I can understand it. It's like, what does the judge do right now? Does she put them all in jail? Hey, what's up, Yellow? Does the judge put them all in jail right now, or does she wait till trial when all the evidence comes out? Right? I'm with you. Say it ain't so. We're talking about Kathleen and Michelle violating bond, but the one thing I really kind of wanted to focus on tonight is Kathleen. Her daughters and her mother can still go visit the cult, but Michelle's son can't. Why the difference in the bond conditions? Kathleen's just as fucking guilty. She's got a conspiracy charge. Kathleen, you do realize a conspiracy charge is just as bad. You should have committed the fucking crime yourself. You would have been better off committing it yourself. You do get that, right, Kathleen? A conspiracy charge in this is just, they're just saying, hey, you fucking knew, and you knew when it was going on. Oh, I know the Klein sisters are running errands. Yeah, me and Uncle Jake are working on some letters, and we're going to send them to the judge. Absolutely. We know the Klein sisters are also running errands, and the government needs to get on this, man. Pretrial services, that's whose job it is. And this judge, it seems that this judge is getting pretrial services off their ass too, Cat Mom. She's like, you guys nail this shit down, figure it out. We're not doing this anymore. She does this again, she's in front of me, it's going to be a problem. But I know Michelle. Michelle doesn't not know how to fuck up. Yo, what up, Frank? Good to see you, bro. Yeah. Michelle doesn't know how to fucking do a good job. She doesn't. I was talking to her sister the other day offline. And we had a really nice talk, me and Cindy, man. And you know, we don't. Big shout out to you, Cindy, if you're watching. It's always not. We don't always talk about Michelle or the cult. You know, we talk about family. You know, things we like to do, hobbies, and it's just nice to talk not about the cult with Cindy. But when we did talk about Michelle, one thing that came into topic is that Michelle ain't doing shit unless she's getting fucking paid by somebody. The fact that Michelle is working, she's like, Michelle isn't gonna fucking work unless she's getting paid. There's no fucking way. This is more or less, and he's like, she ain't gonna work for anybody unless she's the one getting paid. She's like, when I read those bond conditions that Michelle's working, she's like, yeah, fucking right. She's all, Michelle's never worked a day in her life. She never will. Michelle working is an oxymoron, basically. It won't, never will happen. Never has been, never will be. So the fact that Michelle is out there saying that she's working, fuck, Jesse, let me tell you something. Michelle's a slob. Michelle's a slob. Michelle's a slob. She's dirty. She's dirty. Talking to her sister, man, it was, you know, they come from good families, man. They all come from good families. They do. And to see Michelle fall off like this, like Michelle, oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing to do with her. Absolutely. Nope. Cindy made that very clear the other couple weeks ago, Cat Mom. She's like, she has no family. It's like Michelle's world, you know, and that's something I always kind of resort to in all this, right? Like, just when I think shit's like not going in our favor for the courts or anything like that, I look at how stark and lonely Michelle's world is, and it is. Michelle has nobody. She has no one except her fucking son and the cult. That's it. Beyond that, Michelle has no one, doesn't know anybody, has no family, has no friends. Michelle has basically fucked over and burned every bridge she's ever crossed. You know, and that's something, you know, we conversated about. Was she just born this way? Because I firmly believe some people are just fucking born this way, man. I do. Like, there's a predisposition to be a fuck up. That's it. I truly believe that. Yes, one of the houses she's living in is retained. It's a lawyer and retained by the cult. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait till that shit hits the fucking news, man. Wait till the news picks this up. Yeah. Exactly right, Cat Bomb. It's the consequences of her own fucking actions. Whose fault is it? Michelle's. We told her, don't do this, Michelle. Don't go down this road. Hit that like, too. Let me know you're all here. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. Pawn shops don't give receipts, okay? But, hey, it's been a law in Michigan since fucking, like, 1912. Well, Uncle Jake looked up the law. It's been a law in Michigan for years. You have to give a receipt in Michigan. If not, it's considered a fencing operation. So the fact that Michelle said, oh, we didn't have any receipts, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Yeah, the fact that Michelle said, oh, they didn't give receipts, the fuck out of here. Yeah, Michelle, run to Mexico. Run to Mexico. I dare you. I dare you. Run to Mexico. Try to get into Mexico, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. No, and and that's the thing. Look up the laws in Michigan. Uncle Jake did. I looked them up. Yep. And you have to have receipts and for receipts and from pawn shops. Yeah. That's the thing. Exactly, Cat Mom. She ain't doing shit, man. That's what her sister said. Like, these conversations, I remember them, man, and we've had these conversations. Her sister ain't working. Michelle doesn't work. Michelle won't work unless she getting paid. That's it. That's it. Straight up. Michelle ain't working unless she's getting paid. Okay? That's why this whole bond thing we're all kind of talking about is how the fuck? Exactly. That's, you know, that could be a huge conflict of interest, but I don't think it's a lawyer that's retained right now, Kim. I don't think it's the lawyers that's retained right now. It's a different lawyer that the cult has retained, right? And the judge already told her, hey, you can't be living with anybody that's associated with this organization. Well, the lawyer is associated with the organization. What the fuck, right? Same with Kathleen. She's got her daughters running back and forth. I guarantee they're passing messages around that place. The Mexican president think Nick Nolte moved there. Like, Nick Nolte, yeah, Nick Nolte. Yeah, they would. That's true, Marlon. They think Nick Nolte moved in. Yep. They're like, Nick Nolte, Nick Nolte. They're like, oh. It's not Nick Nolte. Looks like it, but it's not. So yeah, Kathleen and Michelle, whatever they're doing, it's going to be behind closed doors. They're going to be doing it probably at nighttime. All right? That's the psychology of this cult. If they get busted one way doing it, they're going to find another way to circumvent this process, all right? Should find a nice drug lord to help her, yeah. Filming another 48 hours, yeah. 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 Give it time. We'll see Michelle in court again before trial. We will. Michelle doesn't not know how to be an upstanding citizen. She's not even out looking for DoorDash and fucking Uber. Even her sister was like, yeah, fucking right. Yeah, right. No lives. Yeah, when Jeff went up to court, Cat Mom, he said about 20 of them showed up. And he's like, bro, they look fucking beat down and worn out. They look beat down, worn out, and fucking hung up dry or hung up wet. They said they all look like shit. He's like, physically, he said Mariah, she's always looking good, but he's like, the rest of them just look like fucking trash bags, man. Just look like gutter trash, not taking care of themselves, fucking look like shit. You know, wearing the same clothes. So yeah, it's definitely falling apart, Cat Mom. It's definitely falling apart. Yep. It's just time now. We got to wait to see what all evidence comes out because, yeah, Joseph, where are they staying? I think they're all up in Taylor. I don't know at what house. I have no clue. I don't know what houses have been seized by the government. I don't know. I don't know. No clue. Have no idea. I'd hate to think they're all staying in that fucking building in Taylor, which they could be. Jesse, we're on the same wavelengths, man. That's bitching. Like, they could be staying in that damn building. They could be staying in that fucking building right there in Taylor. Yep. No, the residential center has $100,000 lien on it. It has a mechanic's lien on it. Jeff Morton. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he had went there and did an audit back in the day on the cult. Dude, Jeff's like OG, dude. And he went to the hearing last week and took notes and came out and dropped them to the channel, man. Is bitching. Best note taking we'd ever seen, man. Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah, a lot of them are living at the church. They don't have anywhere to go. They started the boot camp at the Taylor building. Okay. That's where it all started. All right. That's where it all started, huh, Soups? You know, that's where I heard he started turning tricks, dude. Like Texas. Yeah, Jeff's a fucking hero, man. Dude's a fucking superhero. Dude's a fucking warrior. Will they have access to funds? Yes, I'm sure somebody. Yeah, Kia is the signer on the bank account. So yeah, Kia has access to all the money now because the feds seized money, but the feds can still do another rug pull once they're found guilty. If they're found guilty, right? I don't want to say once they are because it's jury's hands, man. Okay, some may stay at Steve's. Okay. Some may stay at Steve's. I could see that. I was on that was one of the ones I was thinking too. Jesse at Steve's. Maybe there's some other cult members that live up there that have houses that we don't know about. So there's that possibility. But for the most part, these people don't have anywhere to go, man. It's fucking fucked up. Hey, Curly, what up? Speedy trial? Javi, they're saying fucking 6 to 8 weeks, bro. 6 to 8 weeks, man. Six to 8 weeks, bro. David could have had a speedy trial. He could have went to trial the fucking very next day, but he wanted to drag it out. Yeah, bro. Exactly. That's what we said. 6 to 8 weeks. Javi, you got to think of the amount of evidence in this case, my man. Think of the amount of evidence in this case. And not only that, some of the recent documents that have come out, my gut tells me that the feds are finding a lot more criminal activity than what they've told the fucking public. Imagine getting into David's phone, you guys. I always go back to this. Imagine getting into David and Michelle's phones, man. Dude, there's no fucking telling what you're going to find in those fucking phones. Who fucking knows? You got emails, text messages, phone calls. You probably got fucking files that are saved under different shit. You guys, there's no telling what kind of evidence the feds have unlocked in this, man. The evidence is going to be overwhelming. It's going to be overwhelming. I'm sure Michelle kept notes on her phone on David, movements of the people. Like, serious shit. Serious shit. Even the fucking prosecutor already said, not only is it indicative of his dangerousness, but it's also, it's indicative of the crimes that he's here for. It proves what he was doing. He wrote it all down in his phone, Your Honor. You want to see? This is just one of his phones. Oh yeah, Michelle Brannon, she's in all of these text messages too. Oh, they have notebooks, huh? Notebooks, Audie. What are you going to do? Pay taxes? Kathleen all, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and keep some notebooks because that's just a really good idea in a fucking fraud, conspiracy, money laundering operation. You know, let me go and get some spiral notebooks and let me go and just start writing down names, phone numbers, address, you know, money, dates, places. Good idea, you know? Really good idea. Because they're going to pay taxes, right? Yeah. I'm sure the government got those. I'm sure the government got those notebooks, man. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if those notebooks are containing like the movements of people and shit like that. You know, names, phone numbers of clients. There's no telling. David keeping these kinds of records, there is no telling what kind of shit he could have in those goddamn notebooks. Yo, J-Mo, what up, what up? That's the homie right there. Yeah. Oh yeah, Aaron. No, dude, I'm kind of a serial killer fanatic, dude. I've done my research on a lot of serial killers, dude. And David, yeah, he wants to get up on the stand because he wants to relive his crimes, bro. No. Well, here's the thing, like the thing is if before David could even get out, there would have to be a hearing, and there's a hearing into August, so David's not going to show up. David's not going to show up. It's impossible. Because in order for him to show up, the hearing would have to happen, and he'd have to get released, and the charge would have to be dropped, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way. Dismiss the charges. The feds be like, yeah, right. Yeah, he'll play games all the way to the end. He will. He wants to get up on the stand. Think David hasn't had a microphone in front of him for almost a fucking year, over a year. David wants to be on the stand. He wants to get up there. Dude, he would get in so much fucking trouble. He would get in so much trouble. If he does that, dude, if he broadcasts to the internet, oh, he'll be in deep shit, man. He'll be in deep, deep shit. I'll make sure it doesn't happen. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, end of this month. Hey, JMO, but they have to have the court hearing first. Yeah, they have to have the court hearing first, which was in mid-August. So in order for David to get released, like, they have to hear the motion to dismiss the charges before he get released. Bullshit. I'm going to text my source and let him know that David might be like, trying to fucking circumvent to the internet. Like, that's how much of a bitch David is, like. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to go like, why is the fucker being arrested? No, David ain't getting out. No. And all the cult members that are out there saying, like, that's fucking false advertisement, and you're telling people to buy tickets to come and see him because he's going to be on stage. No, the fuck he's not. Talk about fraud. Talk about fraud right out in the fucking open, right? Saying this guy's going to be there on the fucking stage. Y'all are fucking lying to the public. Theft by deception is what it's called. Kia, Steve, Joseph. Yeah. Oh, dead shit. Dude, they're selling fucking vacation packages again this year, Aaron. They're like, hey, you know what? Just buy these vacation packages and, you know, you can come here to the crusade and Apostle Taylor's going to be here. Oh, they're lying to the public. See, and this is one thing we've always pointed out. You know, at what point is it okay for, like, at what point does the fucking government said, time out, honky. Time out. Time out here, man. Hold the fuck up. You guys are out here lying to the public saying he's going to be on the fucking stage and you're selling tickets. That's a fucking lie. Hold the fucking brakes. We're going to start auditing you. Yeah, Steve's not healthy. Yeah. Yep, Steve's unhealthy too, JMO. Hit that like, subscribe, let me know you're here, give you a shout out. Yeah, Steve's not looking healthy either. It's straight fraud. It's straight fraud, bro. Selling fucking vacation packages. Yeah, they're like, oh, you know, go ahead and book your rooms and, you know, you could come here and there's vacation packages. They did that for Disney one year, man. And I'm still curious how much money they defrauded the donors of on that fucking gimmick, man. Jesus Christ, the amount of fucking scams that David had going. And guess who was in on it? Michelle and Kathleen, right there. Michelle and Kathleen. Big Mike. Michelle, why are you continuing to violate your bond? Huh? Why? Why are you having Josh with burner phones, huh? I know what you're doing, Michelle. I know exactly what you're doing. Michelle. We're one step ahead of you. You think you're smarter than everybody, Michelle. Don't do it. Don't do it, Michelle. The best thing for you to do is to shut your fucking mouth and just buy a bunch of cats and be a cat lady. Yeah. Yeah, that's all they do is lie to everyone. Yep. Yeah, the feds need to shut this down, man. That's the only way these people are going to learn is when the feds go and shut it down. But, you know, talking through the evidence with some of y'all offline, like, I think the feds have a pretty tight case here, man. They really do. Like, the fraud, the tax evasion, like the money laundering, the fraud, fucking wire fraud, like, all types of shit, you guys. Like, there are so many serious charges here. The fraud, like, seriously, like, had it just been the fucking fraud, okay? Had it just been the fraud, the money laundering, the tax evasion, they'd have been like, don't do that again. Bad boy. Go. Bye. But you have charges of forced labor and human trafficking in on this one. You have women forced to take Plan B after they sleep with David. Okay? That's why these charges are so fucking serious now, is because those three right there, fuck the money laundering. The money laundering is just, they're going to sprinkle that shit on top. They're going to be like, sprinkle me. Like E40, right? They're just going to fucking sprinkle the money laundering right on top of the human trafficking, the forced labor. That's it. That's just going to be a fucking cherry on top, man. Dude, like, what if, you know, and Jeff, what if the judge decides to hand down a fucking steep-ass sentence and be like, no, y'all are serving fucking time, what you did. Now that we see all the evidence, no, I'm handing out the max on each charge. Y'all are going to serve the rest of your life in jail. These are the actions of, these are the consequences of your actions. And that's that. That's that. And Michelle and Kathleen, I don't think they do typically, Aaron. I don't. Not the ones I've talked to. They're just doing a job. They're doing a job. And it's unfortunate that criminals have to do this shit inside the church, because then the feds have to be assholes, man. Right? And then everybody's like, oh, the feds are fucking assholes. They did this to a church. Well, they were committing crimes. What the fuck? So the feds are just supposed to be like, hey, you know what? They're committing crimes, but they're a church. You know what? We're not going to bug them. They're doing all this weird fucking sick shit, moving people around, forced labor, money laundering, but they're a church. They're good. They're good. But hey, you know, fucking Rich Holmes over here, he missed his fucking $50 on his goddamn IRS return. They're gonna fucking hang him out the fucking dry. Hang him out the fucking dry. Hang J-Mo out to dry, right? Fucking miss a speeding ticket. Go get fucking, where's he at? Go get a warrant for him. He didn't show up to court today. Where's the fucking bench warrant? Get his ass here right now. Simple shit like that. But here we have some very serious fucking felony crimes, man. And it's like they think it's this cult thinks it's a fucking game, right? And the feds are like, they're just doing a job, man. And it is. It fucking sucks. It sucks that these people in the church are committing crimes, and then they fucking get all butthurt and pissed off when the feds raid them. Be like, well, why'd you raid us? Oh, well, we got all these fucking cooked books. We have people forced to take Plan B. You're moving women around for forced labor, sex. You're money laundering. You're buying all these properties. You're not fucking putting money back to the community. You're making a big fucking spectacle of it. Okay, well, you want to make a spectacle of it? We're going to make an example of what we do to people who make a spectacle of the institution of the church. Make an example so people don't fucking do it. That's the fucked up part about this case is, from the way I see it, not good examples are being made right now of these people. But like I said, this is a chess game. This isn't fucking like David eating a bag of Doritos in fucking one sitting, right? This is a long, drawn-out process with the feds, man. They don't fuck around. When the feds come and get you, they're ready to go to court the next day. They're like, we can go to court tomorrow if you want. We'll go tomorrow. We can just get this all done and over with. Don't waste our time. But David, once again, expert at wasting everybody's time and fucking money, right? He's wasting the government's money. He's wasting the judge's money. He's wasting the fucking jury's money. He's wasting the feds' money. Dude, this case, like, for real, right, Marlon? Dude, the fact that Washington's involved, this case should be rolling fucking downhill, bro. With no fucking brakes, dude. This fucking case should be rolling, bro. Right? But they have to be afforded their rights. They have to be afforded their case, right? And that's the thing. Crime is crime. Why the fuck should they be afforded, like, oh, slap on the wrist? No, fuck that. Hold them accountable. Plain and simple. Hold the church accountable. Hold the criminals accountable. Whether you're a fucking pastor or not doesn't mean you can't be a fucking criminal. Pastor's just a fucking title, just like criminal. No different. I put pastor and criminal on the same fucking title. Pastor/criminal. Makes no difference to me. I'm a human, man. Pastor's a fucking human. You can commit crimes and still be a pastor. Who am I to judge? I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, all I said is that if I commit a crime, right, my punishment is so much harsher and so much steeper than these fucking pastors that we're seeing, right? They get fucking hit with the slap on the wrist. But if I were to commit the same crime, hey, fucking throw him under the fucking jail, bury his fucking ass, and take everything he's got from him. But thanks for being here. What's your name there? Darth Clorox? Because I'm a ginger. No, I'm not a ginger, bro. I'm not. Chris Com and Uncle Jake are, and Chuck Wood. No, he don't. That's cool. Let him troll. He's trolling. He's got his dick in his hand and he's trolling the streams, Aaron. It's cool. Let him. Give me the view time. Appreciate it. Thank you. But no, the feds are playing a long game on this one, man. They're going to have to. They have to. They can't just go in and fucking start doing shit. They have to dot every I, cross every T. I absolutely do. I knew David knew it was coming because David had fucking intelligence. David had people feeding him intelligence from law enforcement. Yep. I know David knew it was coming. I was told explicitly, yeah. He knew it was coming, he just didn't know when. But David knew it was eventually coming. Yep. Yep. I don't know, Cat Mom. No, I don't know. To that extent, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. See, all right, I'm with you, right? He felt he was untouchable. But man, David really secluded himself, man. He really hid himself away. And he's like, come get me, I dare you. So like, fuck, okay, we'll come get you. So they did. They went and arrested his ass. They're like, fuck, okay, you dare us to come get you? We got you, pimp. We'll take you away. David could have absolutely turned it around if he wanted to, but he didn't. He absolutely could have. 100%. I know the feds visited him earlier on, and they fucking hit him up. Hey, what up, Chris Brynjolfsson? Good to see you, man. And David could have turned it around. Yeah, absolutely. He had the money to do it, but he's fucking greedy, fucking oily walrus, man. He does. Why? Watching YouTube, he feels untouchable, but that's the thing. He knows. Like, his arrogance, his pride is telling him he's untouchable, but in the back of his fucking mind, like, David knows he's a fucking criminal. He knows what the fuck he was doing. That's why he went and hid from everybody. I know, seeing that right? Seeing that shit fucking roll through the gate, right, bro? He is a fucking oily, fucking greedy walrus. Is what he is. Fucking bottom feeding, fucking oily walrus. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Michelle would fucking do her hair with, is David's walrus oil. Fucking fully refined walrus oil. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Hiding in Shutaway like that. David's claiming he was in Shutaway. Bullshit. Bullshit. I know, right? You like that, Marlon? Walrus oil. Yeah. I know, he should have went to fucking Switzerland or some shit, a country with no extradition. But no, that's the thing. Like, his arrogance and his pride. His arrogance and his pride ultimately got him fucking caught up, right? Long time ago, authorities coming after him. Well, looks like God didn't tell him when that shit was happening, right? Watching YouTube. God didn't tell him when it happened, when it was going down. He didn't have enough. David run. David's only going to run to a fucking deal at a fucking buffet, okay? That's about it. But David running to anywhere, that's an oxymoron, because David doesn't run. He can't, physically. Because walruses can't run. They kind of fucking waddle, right? They kind of just like, inch like a worm. David run? No. He'll move around like a walrus. Just another human, I see. Yeah. Kind of got off track, but yeah. Kathleen and Michelle are violating bond. Hey, thanks for the seed, Josh Power. Thank you, brother. Hey, Kevin G, thanks for the seed. Appreciate the seed. Thanks, Josh Power. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, David ain't running to shit, man. David ain't running nowhere. If David was going to run, God would have told him, hey, the feds are going to raid you tomorrow. He would have dipped out. But no. He walked out with his hands up like, you got me. You got the walrus. You got the gutter walrus, okay? And he's still running this operation. He's in touch with Michelle's son. That's how this is all going down. Everything that's happening is because Michelle's son is talking to David, and Michelle's son is relaying the message to Michelle. So messages are getting sent back and forth from David and Michelle between Josh. 10% walrus, damn. Yeah. And Michelle, she ain't gonna run anywhere either because she ain't got shit. The way I'm understanding it is Michelle doesn't even have a car. And the judge brought up a good point last time, right? Michelle's in this position because of her own actions, man. Michelle, at the end of the day, you have nobody else to blame but yourself for doing all this dumb shit, all right? It's all your fault. Can't blame it on your son. Michelle, let's talk about this real quick too, all right? Michelle, let's really talk about this, okay? Because you literally pulled your son into a fucking cult at 9 years old. Like, what kind of choice is that for your fucking son? Seriously, ask yourself that. If you wanted to do your son any fucking favors, you'd fucking just stop associating with him right now, okay? And stop using him as a fucking tool. Because, Michelle, what's going to be really great about this is he's going to be the one to get you in trouble. And he's going to be the one to get you locked back up while he's out fucking scot-free with the cult doing all the fun shit you want to do. Right? Because you don't have a fucking clue. Like that. Michelle, when I think about that, like you're a fucked up mother. You're fucked up. You're fucked up in the head, Michelle, to pull your son into a cult at 9 years old. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, all for David? All for a fucking walrus? Seriously? Seriously. That's the best you could fucking do, Michelle? And you know, Michelle, me and your sister said this, like, you were very fucking beautiful back in the day. You're a fucking stunner, Michelle. You're a fucking smoke show. What the fuck? Dumb fuck. Stupid. Michelle, seriously, you need to watch some Eddie Murphy and watch the part where he talks about, like, you know, all you would have had to do, Michelle, is find a nice rich man. All you would have had to write on your W-2 is, I fuck my husband. That's what you do. You fuck your husband. But no, for whatever reason, you felt it was necessary to join this fucking sex cult. What? David for sure told you he was going to marry you. I know he did. I know he did. He told Kathleen. He told you. He probably told the Klein daughters. Among the many other hundreds of women he's told around the fucking world he's going to marry. Seriously? That's the best you could fucking do? Is David? Holy shit, Michelle. Seriously. Seriously. For real, Marlon Jones. Dude, I've seen some pictures of Michelle from, like, back in the day, dude. And seriously, dude, Michelle was a fucking smoke show, bro. She was. She was a bombshell, dude. Bombshell, dude. And then she blew it. She blew it. She blew it for the fucking walrus. She's like, you know what? I'm going to really up my game, and I'm going to just fucking date a walrus, okay? Because I've never dated a walrus, and it just seems like it could be a passionate relationship, okay? She didn't leave no six-figure income. She got fired. She got fucking fired. Well, she had to quit. She had to quit. No, Michelle didn't leave no six-figure income. She's full of shit. She's a liar. Six-figure income. Yeah, right. She was trying to fuck her boss. Nah, she's trying to screw her boss and then claim sexual harassment. When they found out, they're like, man, fuck out of here. Yeah, another one was fraud. Yeah, once you go walrus, man, again. Yeah. Seriously, once you go walrus. Yeah. Yep. And I'm kind of glad we're sticking to Michelle tonight because really, what kind of mother does that? You know? Michelle, did you ever really think about giving your son a choice at any point in your life? Did you? At any point in his life. Let me rephrase that. Any point in his life with all this culty shit you've been doing. You know how many years it's going to take for your son at this point to pull his head out of his ass and become a full functioning member of society? Absolutely. Absolutely. She could have Stockholm Syndrome. Fuck yeah, she could, bro. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Matthew Stump? Yeah, she could. Absolutely. What's the other one? It's one where you start feeling compassion for him. Oh, I'm sure she's seeing all the photos. Well, David would objectify women right in front of her, even though I know for sure that Michelle has told David, I don't fucking like when you sleep around on all these women, because Michelle legitimately loved the fucking oily walrus for whatever reason. I don't know why. Michelle, what the fuck, dude? Seriously? I hope you're watching, Michelle. I hope your son's watching. Kathleen, I hope you're watching too. Really, this is the best y'all could do? Kathleen, too, you were a fucking MILF back in the day. Holy shit! Holy shit! Jesus Christ, Kathleen. You could have fucking had it all, too. You had it all, and you fucked it all away. You blew it all. Yeah, probably. It wouldn't surprise me if he calls him Dad Pastor. Yeah, and Michelle probably told him, you better call him Dad Pastor, Father Pastor, some shit. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle never gave her son a chance. Josh Riles, if you're watching, it's fucked up, man. Your mom never gave you a chance, bro. Yep. I know, it wouldn't surprise me. Dude, it wouldn't surprise me if David made Michelle watch him. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if David sent videos to Michelle of him, messing around with other women. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me the depravity of this man, how far he's gone. No, Kathleen, no, she doesn't have any other kids. Michelle or Kathleen? Kathleen, no, all her kids are in the fucking cult with her. Kathleen's daughters are all in the cult. They're all fucking full blown in for David. Yeah. Yep. And they're helping facilitate all the communication between everybody. The daughters and the son. Michelle, yes, she has another daughter. She's doing really well. I won't tell. She's doing really well for herself. I will say that. Oh, I'm sure he is. Jeff, like when you said like your son's in the military, bro, and you said like 23, same age, huge fucking difference, right, bro? Huge difference in what happens with proper fucking parenting, right, bro? Your kid's squared away, man. I seen the cat, dude. Squared away fucking kid, dude. Then you got Michelle's son, total fucking dirtbag. But look at the parenting, right? Look at the parenting. Michelle's been a total just fucking douchebag her whole life, right? With this cult. That's all she cares about. So Michelle cares so little about her son that she's willing to use him to facilitate communication, which could possibly get her fucking locked up. You guys see how fucked up she is? She don't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Even when her own freedom is at risk. Nope. It's very sad. It's very sad. She gives no fuck about her sons. She gives no fuck about her sons. She doesn't. It's very sad. And even the judge said, well, you're going to have to make a choice here because your son's actions will cause you to be back here in front of me. So choose wisely. I'm not telling him he has to stop believing in God. I never said that. Right now, while this case is going on, there is to be no contact. What is that so hard to understand? What do y'all think, man? Russell Bristol's got a good question. Man, let's put that one in the fucking community, Russell. Good question. Do y'all think she cares more about the cult or the money the cult made her or the security blanket? I'm thinking security blanket, damn, that's a good question. The money, bro. The money. Michelle's all about money, dude. Money. Money. That's the first thing that comes to my fucking gut. Money. What's Michelle about? Making money. The money, bro. Michael H. Long, hit me up offline. Hit me up offline. I'll fill you in. Yeah, text me, bro. Drop me an email, big dog. I'll fill you in, pimp. Hey, Jonas Tubes, what's up, man? Yeah, she cares. It's like she cares about money and David, but David more than money. Yeah, because Michelle is legitimately in love with David. That's the fucked up part about it. And I don't know how Nick Nolte could be in love with the walrus. I really don't. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Yes, that's the other thing too. Yeah, the fear of betraying God. Yes, watching YouTube. Yes. That's the other thing. Michelle is like spiritually like bound. Hey, TTYL, good to see you, man. Yeah, she's spiritually, emotionally bound to David. Yes. So there's that. Michelle does have that sense of like she'll go to hell and shit. Yeah. Yep. Perceived power and authority over the cult members. Yeah. Yep. She's afraid. She's afraid to betray him. Yeah. Imagine being afraid to betray a walrus, right? So the first time in history we're going to see Nick Nolte betray a walrus. Okay. Nick Nolte. Yeah. Yeah. Well, David's in jail. Michelle's out on bond. She's been violating her bond. Dude, she got caught circumventing the process, dude. Her son was delivering messages to Kia for Michelle. She got caught. The judge let her go. She's out on bond, dude. But we know she's going to fuck up again. She's going to fuck up again, Jonas. That's a fact, Kim. Yes. Michelle, she will wait until the feds walk in and be like, this is it. You're going to jail for the rest of your life. Here's what we have on you. Yep.
Dude, Michelle was queen concubine for 13 years, cat mom. 13 years. It's all she knows. The money, the power. I think it's a mix of things for Michelle now. We're talking about it. The money, the power, the greed. Her health. She lost weight. That's what Jeff said, that she lost weight. I can't imagine her health is any better than David's. David's is worse. He had fucking diabetes issues and shit and chronic kidney issues. Michelle, she's got heart issues. Yeah, she had to pay. Yeah. Yep. $10,000. Yep. So you pay 10% usually, so $1,000. She paid $1,000. And that's all she had in her bank account at the time, so that's all the money she had. She didn't have a job. I could have Michelle for losing weight. Nick Nolte lost a few pounds. Nick Nolte lost a few pounds. Yeah. But no, she's out on bond, Jonas Tubes. Yeah, she got out on bond last year, dude, but she's been doing some shady shit, man. And they finally caught her. And they ain't fucking around. We were all kind of questioning, like, how the fuck did she get out on bond? Like, they caught her and they let her go. Yeah, Michelle's choosing the stress diet. Oh, dude, her life, you know, and that's something the judge mentioned, is just how small Michelle's world is. I know you got to celebrate the good things at right, least, Aaron. Got to take the good with the bad. She's like, well, fuck, I'm on house arrest, but hey, at least I lost 40 pounds on fucking the stress diet. But yeah, it's all her fucking fault. Her being on house arrest, I love the fact that she's on house arrest and that she can't do shit. I love it. I love it. Yeah, having 200 years in prison sitting over your head. Yeah. And see, Jeff, you know, I'm wondering what Michelle's thinking, what the feds have found on her, you know? Michelle's like, fuck, they're going to find everything. And we know Michelle was number 2 in command. Michelle's number 2 in command, man. We know, whatever the feds found, Michelle's highly involved. Everything that happened. David implicated Michelle in every single fucking crime he committed. Just by sending a text to her. David's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and implicate Michelle in every fucking crime. Michelle, I'm going to send you this text and you send it to everybody else, okay? I'm going to make sure the conspiracy charges stick real deep with you, Michelle. Fucking dumb shit. Michelle, do you not get it? Do you not get it? The only thing for you to do now is to flip on David. Oh, I'm sure David has been told to fucking, or Michelle has been told to flip. I'm sure of it, dude. Kim, that's what I always say about those phones, man. That's what I always say about them damn phones. Always. David kept an immaculate trail of records. Like, I didn't know that he kept records, but when we read it, I'm like, oh shit, he's fucked. Never know. He's fucked. See if I can
Dude, that's too funny. Okay. I think it. Oh, they got a huge 70-inch TV in the courtroom. Those videos will be shown. You know, Soups was saying, she's like, I hope they just open up the fucking trial with that video where he calls you a fag and a pussy. I'm like, excellent, excellent character. Yeah, and that's the thing. Look at Warren Jeffs. Look at Warren Jeffs. Warren Jeffs is still controlling the fucking FLDS from prison. But once these people break free, right? Once people break free, if they decide to break free, this is just what I've learned and what I've kind of documented in this is however long they're in a cult, a person is in a cult, it's about half time to deprogram, give or take a year. Depending on the person, how strong they are, right? It's all depending on the person. People, it either makes or break, can either make or break people. Okay, took Jesse a few months. Okay, bitchin'. Took Jesse a few months to deprogram. Bitchin'. Right on. See, everybody's different. See, we're military though too, right, Jesse? Like, we're easy to program and deprogram. I don't know. I'll try and find out. Yeah, see, Jesse, like, we're military, like, we were already programmed. So it's like, it's a fucking matter. Right? Jesse's like, I've already been programmed. I was in the military. They already programmed me. You can't program me. Right, Jesse? Like, David, nice try. I was actually there to work, but... Yeah. Do I think... Okay, let me see here. I'll see what I find out. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It takes time. Yeah, and it's David Koresh. It's still... Yeah, still people believe... Yeah, exactly. People still, to this day... believe in what David Koresh said. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. It does. It takes time. It takes time because people have to understand what happened. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good for them. It is. Oh, excuse me. Because it's another perspective, right? Somebody... Jesus Christ. Pickups. Somebody that's non-biased, right? But it takes time. It takes time, everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to be programmed a different way. You know, some of the other people out there from David's cult are watching and you got out, hit us up, man. We'll keep it off record. Love to talk to you, man. We really would. Both of them. I want to see them both in cuffs. Let me tell you something, J-Mo. I think Joseph's day is coming, bro. I do. Dude, he was the one beating people up, bro. He was the one beating people up. Joseph knows that's fucking wrong. He's got a fucking mental health degree, apparently. So he knows that putting his hands on people is fucking wrong. I think Joseph's going to get arrested, bro. They gave Joseph the longest fucking rope because he was the one hitting people, dude. He was the one actually physically abusing people. Yep, Joseph was the muscle. So were some other people too. And I don't know what's going to happen with them. I don't. But there was some other muscle in there. Joseph was one of them. Yep. He was one of them. So don't think Joseph's getting off scot clean, no. Nope. Kia. It'll be Kia. Russell, they've been mentioning that fucking hippo in court, dude. They don't mention you for no reason. Since the 70s. Not sure. Oh, Charles Manson, he's dead though. Charles Manson died. But no, Kia
Kia thinks it's all a game, fucking stepping into the role of vice president of this organization that just got raided by the FBI. She's like, this is a good organization. They just got raided by the FBI. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and continue right on what we're doing anyways, okay? Nothing to see here, FBI. Yeah. 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 Repeated by Sarah Cohen. Kia's going to get arrested, man. We're going to see Kia on an indictment eventually. It won't be on this case. It'll be a completely separate case. They'll bring her up on a whole other fucking separate indictment. They're like, shit, we'll do this shit all day with this cult. There's so many fucking crimes here they committed. Fuck, we got fucking 20 fucking different people we can get on federal crimes. See, easy. But they want David and Michelle. Oh, Jeffries? Warren Jeffs, he got busted, fuck, I don't know, some years ago. He got busted in Nevada, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, the Manson followers, yeah, they believed him for years. They believed him for years, man. And that's how this cult is looking now. Like, some of the women, like, dude, they still believe him. Yeah, Kia and Michelle just may be reunited in prison. Michelle's like, I finally get to see my Kia-potamus again. I'm just glad we're behind bars together, Kia. Get to work, clean the fucking cell now, bitch. Kia's gonna be washing Michelle's shitty underwear. And Kia would be like, oh, it's an honor to wash your shitty underwear. Kia's like, I can't wait to wash your shitty underwear. Because that's the type of person Michelle is. Michelle will leave her shitty underwear. Yeah. Michelle, something I learned in all this through conversations is, but that's the type of dirty woman Michelle is. Like, Michelle will leave her shitty fucking blood-stained underwear on the floor for people to see. Dead ass serious. She's a fucking slob. She's fucking filthy. She's a slob. She doesn't take care of herself, and she'll leave her nasty, crusty, stained fucking nasty underwear on the floor, man. She's dirty. She's dirty. She's filth. She's a fucking slob, man. That's Michelle. That's Michelle Brannon. Like, she was cooking in her fucking room. That's how much of a fucking slob Michelle is. Hey, Bill, back in to cook in your room and eat in your fucking bed, like, that's just fucking dirty. It is nasty to cook in your fucking room. That's what Michelle was doing at the fucking Tampa mansion. She had like hot plates and shit in her room. That's where she would cook and eat. In her fucking room, just laying around like a fucking slob like David. Just like the real Nick Nolte. just like Nick Nolte on a bender, right? Oh, the smell had to have just been fucking horrid, dude. Fucking horrid, dude. Yeah, like, you don't eat. People, don't eat in your fucking room. Don't cook in your room. That's fucking dirty. Exactly. Michelle had no time, not even sleep, more than 4 hours a night. Wait, she didn't have time? Oh, he worked her like a dog? Really? Well, she took it. So he kept Michelle sleep deprived. See now Michelle, if she wanted to flip this all in her fucking favor, she could just turn over all the shit on David. Yeah, Michelle ran the show. She did, yeah. Michelle ran the show. Yep. When David wasn't around, she ran the show. Yeah, absolutely. Michelle's the one in charge. Her phone's going to show a bunch of text messages. I wonder how many phones Michelle had. Think of that. I'm going to go and wrap it up because I was going to go for 1 hour tonight, 7 to 8. And I'm glad we brushed on Michelle and just how horrible of a fucking person she is. And she will continue. Yeah, she did almost everything. But she abused a lot of people in the process too, watching YouTube. That's the thing, right? Michelle could have walked away from this anytime. And that's what we always said in this. You know, Michelle has a choice. She could have walked away. We knew they were committing crimes. I knew Michelle was committing crimes. And she had fucking every chance to walk away from this, and she didn't. She didn't. Because she thought she was just better than everybody. And now here we are talking about her circumventing the bond process, which she's going to continue to do. And if her lawyers are watching, or anybody from that case is watching this, you better fucking check her for burner phones, because she's going to have burner phones, or her son is. All right? They are circumventing this bond process. So is Kathleen with her daughters and her mother. Okay? And it needs to be reported. Okay? Me and Uncle Jake are working on some letters right now to the courts. I need to send it, but it only takes fax, we'll figure. But we're going to send these letters to the courts again and let them know, like, hey, they are still circumventing this bond process. These people will not change unless you incarcerate them. That's the lesson they need to learn, is they need to realize that the laws apply to them and that they aren't above them, and that they need to be taught a lesson, because nothing you do is going to teach them a lesson unless you lock them up. So we'll keep more court trial dates and updates coming if we hear anything. And we'll let everybody know what's going on, man. It's been kind of nice just not having to worry about streaming and stuff. It really has. I'm more focusing on other stuff around the house and shit, doing yard work and stuff. It's kind of nice. But we will continue to report on this. We're kind of starting to keep an eye on Catherine again. And I'm probably sure once I'm back in the studio, we'll probably be working on Catherine a bit more, because she deserves our attention now too, because that little fucking bitch is getting out of hand again. And yeah, she thinks her shit don't stink. So there's that with her. But yeah, we'll keep reporting on David, and any new updates that come out. We're checking the court dockets daily. Everything's pretty quiet right now. And that's kind of that, man. This whole fucking epic with David is starting to kind of wind itself down, and it feels kind of good, man. It feels kind of nice. Like, regardless of what happens at the trial, like, this whole thing is starting to wind itself down, and it's going to come to an end eventually. And we're still going to go on. We'll still continue busting down cults like we have been. But it's fucking been a good run. That's for sure. I'll say that. I never thought David would get busted in our lifetime. I didn't. I was really kind of getting doubtful of the process and the system, and how lackadaisical they were with fucking doing anything with David. And then, bam, raid. They're raided. I'm like, oh, shit. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. We will. Yeah, once this trial's over, man. And like they're saying, if this trial's taking 6 to 8 weeks, like, holy fucking shit, dude. Like, seriously? 6 to 8 weeks, huh? That's what the court's saying. 6 to 8 weeks, man. Unless they take a plea deal. But we'll see. These guys know, they know more than everybody else, the cult does. So I personally don't see any of them taking any kind of deals. David, because he knows this is a media trial, he thinks getting on the stand, David thinks getting on the stand is going to validate him even more in the media, when everybody already knows he's a piece of shit. So David getting on the stand will only be even more detrimental to his movement. Everybody's going to see what a piece of shit he is. Yeah, I think this goes deeper than Diddy, Jeff. I do. Something, dude, I'm telling you, man, those notebooks and all the fucking records he kept, bro. Something's up with this one, bro. Like, the whole thing with the prostitution, like, who does that in a church, man? And Michelle right there along doing it with him. Michelle's all, this is a really good idea, Apostle. We should go ahead and start turning tricks out. She's all, I'll be the number one cut, like, I'll be the client, okay? I'll be the number one madam, okay? Yeah, he thinks he'll go down as a martyr. Yeah, he does. He thinks he'll go down as a martyr, and him getting on the stand will benefit him, and it actually won't. It actually won't, because you know what? There's going to be news reporters in that courtroom those days. Yep. The 9th of September is the hearing for dismissal. The cutoff date for the plea is currently September 30th. So they're going to have a hearing for dismissal? What? Oh, that's right, because they requested the case to be dismissed. That's right. That's right. They requested for the case to be dismissed. They're like, we want this case dismissed right away. The feds are going to be like, yeah, about that. We're not dismissing this case. Because he's a church. Because he's a church. Yeah. Yeah, hearing for dismissal is normal. Yeah, but he wants it dismissed because he's a church. David's not a church. David's the leader of a church that was committing crimes. That's the thing. David is not the church. He thinks he is. That's the thing. You're not the church, Mr. Taylor. You're the pastor of a church, and you were caught committing crimes. So, motion to dismiss? Denied. It's going to do something like that. Denied. Yeah, is all First Amendment shit. No evidence of why it should be dismissed. Yeah, so he's just throwing fucking walrus oil on the wall, or fucking walrus feces on the wall to see what will stick. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to throw some fucking walrus feces on the wall and just see what will stick. But hey, you know, I'm a church, so this whole case should fucking be dismissed. I am a church. Apostle Taylor is a church, okay? So this case has to be dismissed. Apostle Taylor's the church. I'm the church. Not these other peons under me. Not the church building itself. I'm the church. And the judge is going to look at it and be like, no, you're not. The church is the people, Mr. Taylor. You are not the church. You're the pastor of the church, yes. God, to be the fly on that wall. That's David. But yeah, he's asking to be dismissed, and it's not going to happen. So, I can't wait for that. So, we got some stuff to look forward to, y'all. So, don't worry. We got more coming. David is continuing to keep us provided with more content, which is really good. And like I said, we'll keep people updated here, man. We're really trying to keep ahead on the case. Oh yeah, quick update. Makita Charles, y'all remember her? The lady that wrote on the walls with her shit? She's in Texas now. They moved her to a federal medical center for women. It's a women's facility. It's a women's facility. Uncle Jake tracked her down. She's in a fucking medical facility in Dallas, Fort Worth area. Don't go. They're not going to let you in. But yeah, she's there. And that's where Makita is. She got transferred. I don't know why the fuck they moved her to Texas. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we were saying earlier, Uncle Jake. Like, the government, like, in order for David to be in Taylor this month, like, his case would have to be dismissed. But the case hasn't even... Yeah, she's in Texas, bro. Yeah. Yep. Sure is. She sure is, bro. They moved her. Dude, that woman, they should just send her back home. I don't... Dude, that woman. Like, that woman needs fucking medicated. That woman fucking needs medicated. Like, that woman has some issues, man. It's fucking sad. It's sad. It's sad. That's a sad story. She is in the only federal prison for long-term and specialized mental needs. Yeah, let that sink in, you guys. Like, she's in the fucking loony bin. The federal loony bin, because, like, she's fucked up, man. Like, that woman's got issues. Like, she's, like, fucking skits or something. She's schizophrenic. She has to be something. I don't know. But she's right where she needs to be. I mean, we're supporting her. I mean, she's getting good health care now, so that's the good thing. But I don't know what they plan on doing with her at this point. Right now they have her, and yeah. Put the IV in and fucking pump her full. Yep. No, Makita was already broken prior to David. No. Makita was already kind of missing a few grapes from the fruit salad. Yeah. I think David even did it just more. But Makita, she's always like been hyper religious and shit, dude. And I don't know. It's very sad for her, dude. It's a sad story for Makita. Yeah. Now she's sitting in a fucking federal medical institution for women for long term. Yeah. Makita was so nuts that the cult hated her, dude. Yeah. Makita was so nuts that the cult hated her. Like, that's how... They're like, you know what? You're too crazy. You can't come here. Okay? You need to go. Yeah. So, go and wrap it up there, man. I'm going to get some stuff done. I got to go into the office tomorrow. So, got to get up early. But, like I said, we'll keep everybody updated, man. We'll do what we can when the stories come out, and we'll be sure to drop all the content, you know. And I want to thank everybody for sticking in it this long who's been here. Even the trolls that have been sitting on the back end tonight. Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you guys giving support. But we will continue to monitor this and keep reporting on it until this trial is fucking done. That was always the goal. We said until this is done. Yep, I know. Fucking the irony, the cult calling someone crazy, right? Yeah, David calling somebody crazy. David's like, you're too crazy. You can't come here. Yeah. But, yeah, until this is done. We'll be on David until this is done. Once the trial's done, no reason to report on him anymore. If he goes to jail and him and Michelle are locked up, bitch, and if they fucking found innocent, guess what? We're still going to fucking report on him. But I don't think they're going to be found innocent. I don't. It's all in the jury's hands at this point once they go to trial, and it'll be up to the jury to decide. But it's not going to be beneficial for David's case if he brings these victims and witnesses up on the stand to testify against him. So, Michelle, you know, tell David, choose carefully. Oh. Bringing these people up on the stand, stupidest fucking thing you could do. So, I mean, you want to ruin your case even more, Michelle? Call the victims up. Call the victims up. You think it's going to be a good thing to call them up for you guys? No, complete opposite in these cases. Typically with cults, right? And that's just like the judge said, you know, they're going to have their witnesses that say nothing happened, and then they're going to have the prosecution's going to have their witnesses that tell a very different story, and it's not uncommon in these cases. And the way she said it, like, there's very different stories in these situations, and it's not uncommon for these stories to not match up to the other side. So, y'all have a good night, man. Catch you guys on the next stream, and we'll keep you updated on the court. So, probably do a pop-up here, maybe talk about Catherine here soon. No, we can't. No, Jay. No, there's no live streaming in the court, dude. There's no fucking way. No cameras in the court, bro. This is a federal case, man. This is a federal trial. No cameras. You can take notes. And the court reporter is going to take the court report. But, no cameras in the courtroom, bro. No cameras, bro. Nope. Let me tell you something. There's going to be news stations there. And there's probably going to be, like, international coverage on this one, you guys, all right? Serious shit. Like, this shit hit international. It went overseas, okay? So don't be surprised if there's, like, correspondence and shit. No, you can't audio record inside, I don't think, Aaron. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can. Never. That's that one. That's a good idea. I have to ask. Maybe audio record, but I don't know. Federal court, bro. I don't know. There's strict guidelines. Ask Jeff. He was already there. I think a pen and paper is honestly the only thing you could take in. Because I've talked to courts and shit like that. And the one thing the judge said is there is only one court report here, and it is from the court reporter. That's it. You can pen and paper, nothing else. No audio, no nothing. But I don't know how this judge handles her court. Okay. That's the Supreme Court, though, Aaron. This is a federal trial. This is different. Statutes are different, my guy. Yeah, the Supreme Court has the audio recordings, but this is a federal trial with human trafficking involved. Like, the transcripts will be available, but audio, yeah, that's, yeah. I don't think so, not federal. When is the trial? November. Unless they plea out by September. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will. We'll do transcripts and videos and stuff when the trial comes. And again, if they don't plea out, like, I'll probably go, like, the last week when the verdict's going to be read. I'll go verdict week, if anything. Okay? That's the week that I'll go verdict week. When they're starting to do all the closing arguments and stuff with the case. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, I got to get off, man. I got work early. Out of jail. You should go visit him. I already sent him a letter, Jay. I already sent him a letter. I'm not going to go see his dumbass. I already sent him a fucking letter. I already sent him a 20-page letter just dogging him out. Telling him how much of a piece of shit he was. All the stuff that he thought he knew was all wrong. About the whole channel. About everything. About him thinking Rick Frazier was paying me. Oh, dude, I took some digs at him. Nah, it was a long letter. I'm not going to post the letter. That was between me and that fucking walrus, bro. I'm going to leave that one between me and him. I put out what I've said in here for the most part. But there was some stuff in there that I told him that I just like, you had no fucking clue about this, or this. You're wrong here, and here. I was talking to this person, and this person. Yeah, fucking, he's going to be pissed. Yeah. I'm sure that letter he got, it probably pissed him off something proper. So, y'all have a good night, man.